Y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. Y'all, it is Sunday. We gotta run oot and a boot, which is not really like us, but we have a bit of an emergency. And I'll tell you all about that right after you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. Can you all see? Yeah, you can see out the window. It's snowing. Well, it's not snowing now, but it did snow. The roads are a little icy. Let's do a quick, all right. I brake checked us. It seems like we're not actually sliding right now, but we're almost out of coffee, y'all. I got a full pot. Well, like today's 10 cup allotment. Ooh, yep, that's a, oh, shoot. That was a slide. So we got today's allotment of coffee, but I don't know that we have enough coffee for tomorrow's allotment of coffee. And y'all, them's fighting times. So we are heading out. We gotta go halfway down the hill to get to Dunkin' Donuts. Now I've got some, last time I ran out of coffee, which was last time I needed, like, I get low on coffee, and instead of going out and getting coffee when I get low, I'm like, I got a few more, and then I end up running out of coffee. Well, last time I bought this big old bag of like 8 o'clock, I don't know, some kind of chuck full of nuts, something coffee, I don't know. That I read somewhere it was good. I tried it and it's just dirt. It's bad. Y'all, I'm sorry if that's your coffee, which I realize I didn't actually say the name of a brand, but something about, I don't know, it's a big red bag. It's bad, but I kept it because I figure if I let myself run out of coffee again, then I deserve to have to drink that schlop until I get more coffee. So I'm headed to the Dunkin' Donuts. I keep brake checking to make sure that we can, these roads look better than the Culdy roads. So we're gonna run to Dunkin' Donuts, get us some coffee. And y'all, when I get coffee at Dunkin' Donuts, I literally buy like 10 pounds at a time, and then, you know, use that till I run out and then buy 10 more pounds. And they always look at me like I'm crazy, but I don't care. I'm not running out of coffee. Like, it's bad things happen when I run out of coffee. So anyway, what am I even talking about, y'all? We got to run to Dunkin' Donuts, and then I got to come back up this way and go to the Walmart because I got to pick up my prescriptions. But first we're going to get the coffee, and then if the roads are too dicey, we'll just go home and get prescriptions another day because we got our priorities. So we're heading down to get our coffee. And y'all, we have like 3 more days of this, and then I'm heading south. So that's what I'm really here to talk to y'all about. Not my, I don't think I'm a coffee snob. I just like, not even like exclusive, like, you know, like there are people who are like, oh, I only buy coffee from the, you know, like they have these subscriptions and it comes to their house. I just like good coffee. I like what I like. I like Dunkin' Donuts, just plain old Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Anyway, I don't know who I'm defending myself to because there's nobody here casting aspersions on my coffee taste. So we got to go to Dunkin' Donuts. We already settled that. I know what I was going to talk about. I got to start getting ready for my trip. And y'all, we have talked about this before. So I have, generally it's an 18-hour drive. This time it's going to be more like 20 hours because I'm taking some side trips, which I'm so excited about. But I got to be ready because y'all, seriously, left to my own devices, I would spend the entire 20-hour trip eating combos and Fun Dip and washing it down with Slim Jims and slushies from the 7-Eleven. It would not be good. So I know this about myself. I know that I cannot be trusted to go into any convenience store anywhere and not buy the most ridiculously unhealthy snacks. So I try not to have to buy anything at like Quick Trips or Love's Truck Stops or any of those amazing meccas for really bad shopping on the highway. So what I do is I take all my food with me, or as much as I can, I take my food with me. I'll stop for coffee, but even that gets dicey because y'all, good Lord, the coffee at some of these places. So when I leave in the mornings, I take as much coffee as I can with me in my car. And once I get done with that, then I might stop for coffee. Well, anyway, getting way out over my skis here. So here's what I want to do. Here's what let's do. Let me get my coffee, my Dunkin' Donuts coffee. let me either go to Walmart or not go to Walmart. Let's get back to the house and we'll settle down and talk about a plan for, first of all, what I'm going to do to take food with me so that I don't completely ruin the work that I've done to get into some kind of shape. But also I just want to talk about my thoughts on how to travel with snacks, like what we can do and what our mindset can be as we're leaving out to travel. Because y'all, this ain't my first rodeo. I have the advantage that I travel by myself, so I don't have to worry about anybody else's snacks. I don't have to worry about anybody else in my car. So I can take as much as I want. I can take up as much space as I want with my coolers and y'all will see. I will show y'all my setup. But let's talk about what I do and what you can do when you hit the road so that you don't have to stop for snacks and drinks and all the things. And even if you do stop, like if you have, I don't know, small humans in the car and you have to stop and get them snacks, if they won't eat healthy snacks with you, then what you can do to sort of offset the damage, to raise the likelihood, increase the likelihood. What you can do to increase the likelihood that you'll make good choices when it comes to road snacks. So let me do this, let me get back there, and then we'll talk about our snacking. All right, so I'll see you guys back at the house. All right, y'all, we're finally ready to talk road food, and Daisy wants to talk with us. I have to tell y'all what happened. It is a completely different day. So when last we spoke, I was headed to the Dunkin' Donuts. I went there, I got my coffee, went to the Walmart, got completely derailed there because y'all know my plan was to, well, I assume you know, did I tell y'all? My plan was to go through can y'all hear that? I'm making tea. So if you're hearing like a noise in the background, sorry, it'll be done in a minute. But anyway, so my plan was to go to the Walmart, go to the drive-thru, get my prescriptions, not go inside and buy 100 things I didn't need. But got to the Walmart and the road at the prescription drive-through place, total sheet of ice. So they had that shut down because I'd have driven on that ice anyway to keep from going inside the Walmart. Had to go inside the Walmart. So whilst I was in there shopping for things I didn't need, the intern called and said, hey, if you're still ootin' a boot, let's go eat some lunch. So the reason I got derailed, y'all, in a word, the intern. So we went and had lunch, and after lunch with the intern, I had zero interest in doing any more work that day, so I didn't. So now it's another day, and now I'm ready to talk road food. So here are my thoughts on sort of how I organize what I take with me on a road trip. And I kind of, so of course, I try to play to my cravings, because if I can satisfy my cravings in the car without going into the stop and rob, then I can sort of avoid that temptation to buy all of the things. So I try to think about what am I going to want? And kind of my two categories are, am I hungry or do I have the munchies? So I try to have food that I can eat if I'm hungry or if I have the munchies, and then of course drinks. So if I'm hungry, there are some easy staples that I carry. I take sandwiches. I just make, my standard light bread with, I just do, and I shouldn't do this, but I just still do the fat-free Greek yogurt ranch dip that we make. I just put that on my bread with some mustard and meat and cheese, no lettuce or tomatoes or anything, because that's just going to wilt and make a mess. So I just do bread, meat, cheese, and my spread, and I put those. So I'm going to be driving for 2 days, and my plan is I will take the intern has this huge Yeti cooler that I put in the way back of my car, and I stock all of my food in that, and then I keep a little human-sized zipper cooler beside me in the seat. And so I put all of my food in the back, and then when I stop, I stock up the cooler beside me so that I can just reach in there and eat stuff. So I'll make probably, goodness, I don't know, 4 sandwiches maybe, even though normally I would not eat that much, but I don't want to have to stop for meals. So I'll have 4 sandwiches. I'll probably put a couple of them in Ziploc bags. And I bought all kinds of bowls, y'all. So I got these bowls at the Walmart, these storage bowls, and they kind of look like a good size for sandwiches. So I can put sandwiches in these, I can store sandwiches in these and put them in the cooler and maybe have them for my second day. And then if they're gross, I just won't eat them. But so I can do that, have these in my cooler, and then transfer the sandwiches from here into Ziploc bags and put them in my little like zipper cooler for my second day, so that I'll have sandwiches each day to eat on my trip. So that's one thing. Like if I'm hungry, I'll have sandwiches. And y'all, I'm going to try to do this in some kind of orderly fashion, but I can already see my plan is starting to fall apart, but that's all right. We'll get through all this stuff. So sandwiches, I need to boil some eggs, but of course I'll have boiled eggs with me, and same thing. I'll have probably one of these same containers of eggs in the big cooler in the back, and then I'll have smaller bowls, and I'll just put eggs in, peel eggs, and put them in these in my little zipper cooler beside me, so that I can just eat eggs while I'm driving if I'm hungry. And that's like if I'm hungry, not just munchy, because those things aren't going to make me happy if I have the munchies. Sorry, my tea's ready. Same thing with fruit. So I'll take fruit with me. I take bananas, I'll take some oranges, and y'all, I ain't scared to peel an orange while I'm driving down the road. I'll take apples, and in that zipper cooler, I have a knife, so I can cut up apples when I stop. I think I actually even have like a little cutting board in there, so I can cut up apples, put them in a container, and have them beside me to snack. And y'all, I have these little bitty bowls, so I can take hummus. I'll take chocolate hummus. I need to make a regular hummus. I'm going to do that today. So today I'm going to make, or today or tomorrow, I'll cook boiled eggs. I'm going to cook a regular hummus and cook hummus. Y'all know I've started boiling my chickpeas when I make my hummus, because it makes it much more smooth. So I'm going to make boiled eggs, I'm going to make a hummus, and I'm completely off track, but I'm going to make some miracle muffins. And y'all, I don't think I'm going to cook anything with y'all today, but miracle muffins. So it's the Kodiak Power Cakes powder mix. I'm going to make chocolate, and it's a half a cup of this, 2 eggs, and 2 overripe bananas. And y'all, I have some amazingly overripe bananas over there, believe it or not. So you mix that up, 2 overripe bananas, 2 eggs, and the half a cup of Power Cakes powder mix. And those will make, if you make 6 muffins out of those, it's 1 point per muffin. But y'all, I'm gonna use my little mini muffin pan that y'all know I'm obsessed with, and just make these little mini muffins, which will be so easy to eat when I'm driving. So I'll have those for when I'm hungry as well, and they're sweet and they'll be filling. So I'll have my miracle muffins. I can dip stuff in my hummus. I think I'm going to take some 0 Point ranch dip for dipping. I'm definitely going to take sliced carrots, and I'm going to slice up some cucumbers and have them in little containers. I have these containers, but it's like the half-sized ones. So I'll take containers of veggies, and I can dip in if I want to even mess with the ranch dip, or I'll just eat the veggies, just eat them commando. But those will help me with my munchies, and they're not as filling, but they're kind of filling. So when I just want stuff to munch on, I'll have all of those. Y'all, I'm gonna put these in serving size bags, but I got these pretzel thins. I am so excited to eat pretzel thins with my chocolate hummus. So excited. So I'll put those in single serving size, like the half size Ziploc sandwich baggies. I'll put pretzels in those so that I'm not just sitting there eating out of the bag. And I'm not going to say that I won't eat like 2 or 3 of the little sandwich bags of pretzels, but at least then I acknowledge to myself, like I'll eat 1 bag and be done with it and be like, okay, I want some more and get some more. So even if I keep eating, at least my brain has to say, okay, grab another bag. Versus, y'all, I can sit with this bag and just eat the entire thing without even thinking about it, without even acknowledging that I've eaten an entire pound bag of pretzels. So don't nobody need that. So pretzels dipped in chocolate hummus, super excited for that. And graham crackers. Yes, my graham crackers are already open, but graham crackers. So I'm gonna take, I'm going to take my graham crackers and put them in Ziploc bags, and just like I'll probably break them so that it's, you know, like the squares, or maybe even break them into the little rectangles so they're easier to eat. But I'll put those in Ziploc bags because same thing, y'all, I will sit with one of these things of graham crackers, especially if I'm dipping it in chocolate hummus, and just keep eating. I bumped my camera, sorry. There we go. And just keep eating. So if I break up the portions, even if I keep eating, at least I'm acknowledging to myself, I want another one, and then I get another one versus just eating the whole thing as one. While we're talking, same thing, y'all know this trick. Same thing with almonds. I have those little teeny tiny bags. I'll put 9 almonds. I might make a little bit bigger bags for this trip. Maybe I'll put 18 almonds in a bag. That's 2 points. But normally I do those little, like, let's say what we think of when we see those little bitty bags, but normally I put 9 almonds in a bag because 9 almonds is 1 point. So I'll make little like single serving sizes of almonds. So same thing, I'm not sitting there with literally a pound bag of almonds just shoving them down my face hole. So all of those things are good munchies. I also got, y'all, I'm not taking a microwave oven with me and popping popcorn in the back seat of my car. So I got some Skinny Pop single serving size bags of popcorn. These I 100% will eat 2 or 3 bags of this, but for me, it's better to have 2 or 3 bags of this than the 1 big bag, because the intern right now is in, you can't see, but he's over there in his game room, probably flying his spaceship, and fortunately he's probably engaged right now in things, or he would come in here and say yes, oh yes, she will sit down and eat an entire bag of Skinny Pop popcorn, and we don't need nobody talking that way about me. So it's good that I have single serving size bags of popcorn. And have we talked about these, y'all? These off the eaten path chickpea. They're like chickpea veggie crisps. They're very strange, and I like them. They're super, like, they're crispy. They're like little crunchy. So they're chickpea, but they're almost like rice cakes. They're like little, I just like them. So I have little single serving size baggies of these. So I will take those as well for when I have the munchies and I want to just eat things while I'm driving. So I think that's my whole eating plan. Of course, I'll have water with me. I'll take my big jug cup of water, and I will take a jug of water. I'll fill this up with ice and water, and I'll use this to refill my cup because, y'all, there's no sense buying water on the road. So I'll have this to refill my cup, and I'll have my big coffee Yeti is over there somewhere, but I'll make myself a big cup of coffee before I leave, and I'll put coffee in here as well so that I will take coffee with me to drink, so that I will have my own drinks on the way. And I'll take these and put them in the, y'all know that we like these, they're the flavored sparkling waters from the Walmart, but I'll take these and stick them in the cooler in the back, and then pull 1 or 2 of them and put them in my seat side cooler so that I can drink these if I want on the way. Instead of stopping and getting like a Sprite or something, I will have these in case I want something other than water or coffee to drink. Because at some point, I'm gonna have to go to sleep, so I'm gonna have to stop drinking coffee at some point along the way. And y'all, I'm looking around to make sure that I'm not missing anything. I think that's it for my plan to take food. Y'all, I know y'all are like, how long does she think she's gonna be in that car? That is so much food. I know that it's so much food, but I don't want to be, I don't know. I would get anxious if I didn't have a whole ton of food with me. And then I would be like, oh no, what if I want to stop at some point along the way? And then that would make me want to stop. So to me, it's just easier to take way too much food than to worry about wanting to stop for food and making myself think I want to stop for food and then wanting to stop for food. So that's all my food. I also have, I'm going to pick this up and it's going to rattle, a big old bag of gumballs. Y'all, if you have not, you must, if you're a gum chewer, you must try the double bubble gumballs. I get these at Walmart. They're so good. They are the best flavor. I mean, they're gumballs, so the flavor doesn't last for nothing, but they are so good. And that just reminded me, I need to say something about mason jars. But they're so good. I will pour some in a mason jar or something, and I'll just keep it beside me while I'm driving so that if, like, I don't really want something to eat, I just want something to chew on, have some gum. I mean, and I have some actual, like, adult kinds of mint gum too. Y'all stop judging me. But gumballs. Let me say this. These are not cute, right? Right now, I'm certain you can go on somewhere and find all kinds of little cute things to do with food in the car when you're traveling with kids and whatever. Let me tell you one thing that does not work. There's this cute little idea where you take one of the small mason jars and you put some ranch dip in the bottom of it or something, whatever your dippy bit is, hummus, whatever, in the bottom. And then you take celery sticks or carrot sticks or pretzels or whatever it is you're going to dip, and you make them the length of the mason jar. So, and you put it in there and then you close it up, and then when you're driving, you can just dip and eat. Well, y'all, riddle me this. What happens after the first time you take a bite and then your celery stick, carrot stick, whatever it is, that was the height of the mason jar, now you've taken a bite out of it. Exactly. So your first couple of bites, you might be going like this, but come the end of that celery stick, you're eating commando celery because you can't reach your ranch dip at the bottom. Y'all don't do that. Don't try to be all fancy. Just cut up your carrots or your celery or your cucumbers or whatever they are. Get you some little bowls. Make you some little bowls to carry your ranch dip in or your hummus or whatever it is you're carrying, and just dip. And then when you run out, put this in a baggie, or put it in like a Kroger bag, bring it home and wash it, or just throw it away. These are I think these are Ziploc ones. Rinse it out, recycle it along the way. It ain't that big of a thing. But anyway, all right, so that's it. Those are all of my ideas, y'all. Let me know in the comments, what do you have to have with you when you're traveling, especially if you're driving on a long road trip, and if you're driving alone, what must you have? Let us know in the comments. Y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you made it this far, we're most definitely friends. So go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. I upload food and fitness videos at the beginning of every week with some book videos sprinkled in between. See you on the next one.